Welcome to my channel.
Here's how you can go gluten-free easily. With the rise in glucose intolerance, people have started questioning whether it is just a fad or is it actually on the rise. A chef and food blogger, Ruchira Hoon, answers some popular queries regarding the gluten-free diet and, in turn, helps us bust a few myths. Being gluten intolerant herself, Ruchira began her journey of eating whatever she wanted and helped glucose-intolerant people to do the same by introducing easy gluten-free recipes that can be inculcated in our day-to-day lives. When it comes to Indian food, it is the easiest food to go gluten-free with because the options we have are inexhaustible. If you can't eat wheat, you can always switch to rice, which is absolutely gluten-free. Moreover, India has around 1,000 varieties of rice. Basmati is not the only kind. There are a lot of options in millets too, such as finger millet, ragi, pearl millet, bajra, foxtail millet, kangnai, and sorghum, jawar. In Rajasthan and parts of Gujarat, they make chapatis of jawars and not wheat. Hence, we are spoiled with choices when it comes to a gluten-free diet. We just need to be willing to explore and not be stuck with our daily food options. Furthermore, you can go gluten-free and you can still have cakes, bread, breadsticks, crackers, cookies. Contrary to common misconceptions, your choices are not limited if you go gluten-free. For example, you can use amaranth grain flour to bake chocolate cakes and you won't be able to tell it apart from a regular cake. 3 gluten-free food easily found in every household. 1. Rice. 2. Amaranth grain, ramdana. 3. Buckwheat, katakata. Can you develop gluten intolerance in later years? Her personal experience is that wheat in India has changed dramatically in the last 15 years. Probably because of the genetic modification of wheat. It could be possibly because the farmers want to grow it faster and put genetically modified seeds which give you more yield. This, in turn, has impacted what our wheat used to be. It is because of this, the intolerance towards genetically modified food has gone up tremendously. Ironically, a lot of us in India are gluten intolerant. We just don't know we are. We simply pass it as gas and bloating, while if you trace down the sources, it is either gluten intolerance or lactose intolerance. Is gluten-free diet healthy? Not at all. It is actually the opposite, as you eat a variety of food and may end up getting more nutrients. Worst, you may end up getting a bit of vitamin B deficiency, but it is super easy to include it in any kind of diet. Can you gain or lose weight on a gluten diet? It completely depends on what you are eating. If you are eating a lot even when you are on a gluten-free diet, you are bound to gain weight. It depends on your body and your metabolism. There is no one-size-fits-all for this. It is what will happen when you eat even regular food. It completely depends on what and how much you are eating. For e.g., if you have switched to eating cornflakes for breakfast, then have pulao for lunch and the biryani for dinner, chances are your weight is going to go up. The takeaway. The bottom line is, it is not the end of the world if you are gluten intolerant and cannot eat gluten. In fact, it makes your life much more interesting as you get to experiment with different types of dishes.